Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm Platter video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, Tom, I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, given the somewhat, autumn weather and everything like that, I feel like this will be a very appropriate food item to indulge in. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, oh my god, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Stellar Circuit shirt, which is such a cool shirt. I love this shirt. And it's a good thing I love the shirt because I love the band behind the shirt. If you're unfamiliar with the band Stellar Circuits, they are a band out of North Carolina. They've been at it for several years now. I became aware of them through a Facebook ad a number of years ago. And then I actually ended up in their fan group on Facebook. To this day, I don't know how it happened. And I wasn't really even thinking about it, but I ended up going over there one day and deciding to actually look more into their stuff. And I was like, oh damn, I'm actually part of their fan group and everything. And then I lucked out because they ended up playing nearby just about a month or so after I realized that, I was a fan of theirs. And yeah, man, ever since, I try to catch them every year when they come through. They're extremely good dudes. Their music is incredible. I cannot say enough great things about them. I have seen them perform live a number of times now. Those videos are on my channel, just in case. Maybe you want to check out what they do. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction, because I think they're an incredible band. But anyway, from incredible band to hopefully incredible food. What are we doing here today, folks? What am I trying for you? Well, folks, if you know my channel, you know I love to support local establishments and, different types of cuisine. And it's always great when those two things can come together. Because recently, and by recently I do mean probably a few months ago, I happened to be making my way around and I noticed that there was a new place that was opening up. And I was like, oh, cool. All right. And when I saw especially what they were going to specialize in, I was like, oh, yes. So it happens to be a new place called Pho Lime. It's a Vietnamese place. And interesting fun fact about your buddy Brandon Wenzel, I love Vietnamese food. In fact, I've reviewed some Vietnamese food on this channel from a place called Pho Ha or Pho Ha. I know it's technically pronounced Pho, but I'm going to interchange them. But anyway, yeah, this is a local establishment, and what with that being the case, this review is going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just cool Illinois spots. And what with them being a pho place, I had to go over there and get some pho. This is their premium pho. And if you don't know what pho is, the easiest way I could kind of describe it, it's almost like their version of ramen. It's like a national dish of theirs. It's a soup with noodles and stuff. And yes, sirree, Bobaroonie. This specifically, like I said, is their premium pho. So this is the high end. It consists of rice noodle soup, thinly sliced rare steak, brisket, tendon, flank, beef meatballs, green onion, and cilantro onions. Yes. And it's cool. I was wondering how this whole thing was going to work. They went over there and put, the noodles and all the meat and stuff in this bowl, and then I got a big old container of broth, so I can just kind of, pour it out and do what I need to do with it, which is cool. I like the way they did that. So, let's try to get a thing for the thing here. This is going to be interesting. Gotta do it like this. Ha 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 ha! Can we maybe a little bit better? Kind of like that. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I need a better setup for something like this. But anyway, let's try out some pho. All right, I want to get the noodles in first, man. And it's been a while since I've had some pho. It's a nice treat for me, and I'm glad this place is actually closer than my normal place, so hopefully it's really good. Noodles are nice and tasty. They eat really well. Not like overly chewy or anything like that. Definitely do a good job of taking in the flavor of the broth. I'm liking that. It's very nice. Okay. And then try to get an assortment of the meats. Very fragrant. And that fragrance, it carries over into the taste. This fresh cilantro is really nice. Cilantro isn't for everybody, I know, but I like it. Cilantro almost has like kind of a minty kind of aspect to it, you know? Like, again, it's so fragrant. Okay. I'm enjoying this so far. Let's get some more of the steak. Yeah, the meat's good. It's got a nice taste to it. Try to go. I'm guessing that's part of the meatball. Yeah. All seems cooked really nicely. I mean, all things concerned, like, I'm having a really good time. Because the nice thing about pho is, you know, it's, mind you, I say this is, you know, I'm not a chef or anything like that. But, like, you know, it's not like a super, like, complicated thing. It's about going over there and making sure that, you know, you have really good ingredients, you prepare them the right way. And I would say that this is doing a pretty good job of that. I want to get... I really like their noodles, actually. I think that's really nice. The noodles are really good. The beef, I mean, like, you know, you're getting some proper food there. Like, that's not like just a little thing. That was really good. I'm trying to get some of just the broth by itself. And yeah, the broth is nice. Kind of savory, very sort of a little bit vegetable-y as far as like the different flavors going in it. Obviously, it's going to pick up some of the flavors from the cilantro and stuff like that. I should also note too that it actually did come with a little packet of chili sriracha sauce and a little packet of hoisin sauce. For sake of reviewing purposes, I'm just going to eat it straight. You know, but I would have maybe normally gone over there and spritzed some of that in there to give it a little extra oomph, but honestly, I don't know that it needs it. This is genuinely some really tasty pho. And again, it's been a little while since I've had it now, so like, this is a nice thing for me. Like, this was me going over there and being like, I'm going to spoil myself a little bit. But of course, you know, the risk is this is a new establishment. I've never tried their stuff before. I don't know how well it's going to work out until I try it. And I'm really happy to say that, like, yeah, it's really nice. The noodles are really good. I would honestly consider them to be something of a standout part of the whole thing. The broth is really nice. It has like some depth to it. You know, it's not one note. I've had some pho in the past that was very just was what it was. You know, it was just blah blah blah. This not the case. Like there's some time and effort put into this, and the meat's all nice. Yeah, I'd say you get a fair amount of the meat too. I mean, especially since you are paying for the premium pho. It all tastes good. It's a good time to eat. Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I have to go with yes and yes. Like, there's kind of no two ways about it. It's really tasty. It does everything that I want a pho to do. Mind you, I am not an expert on pho. So, you know, but like I said, it hits nicely. It has like a nice level of complexity to it. Everything that's there is prepared well, and it has like a depth of flavor, and that's all really good. Now, I will say this. Is it the best pho that I've personally had? No. I would say Pho Ha is probably still my personal favorite pho place, but I will say having this place nearby and them doing a very good job is a really nice thing, because as much as I like Pho Ha, it is more out of my way. This place, it's not exactly like real close, but it's a little bit closer. And I do think I would get this again, though I would obviously want to try more of their menu items since I'm, just getting used to what they're doing. And if I'm recommending it, I mean, if you like pho, it's good pho. And if you've never had pho, well, this isn't a terrible pho to start with. Now, the one thing I will say, it is, again, their premium pho. So this is literally the most expensive pho that they have on their menu. I would maybe suggest going with a more basic pho to start out with. Find out what you like, what's going to work for you. But if you do have that, already have that disposition for pho, this is a good pho to work with. I'm actually more a fan of like the, and I know it's not a pho, it has a different name, like bun bo hu, I want to say. And it's like a spicier kind of soup that they do. But, or at least, well, I've had it at other Vietnamese places. But this is a good pho. There's nothing to be mad at for it. It's tasty. I'm certainly going to enjoy the hell out of the rest of it, so I would definitely recommend it. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly fantastic rest of your life. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, have you ever had pho or any other type of Vietnamese food? Let me know if you had. I'd be really interested to hear about your personal experiences with it. Because it is the thing where, like, I really kind of got into it within, like, the last, like, maybe 5 years or so, when I became more aware of its availability to me. And I've had ups and downs, man. I've had some stuff that I've absolutely loved, and I've had some stuff that I wasn't that jive with. But as far as, like, this stuff, man, and I guess that goes into something else, too, which is, I always tell people, keep your eye, support your local food scene and stuff. Keep your eyes open for new places, too, because, sometimes you find some really great spots. But anyway, bye.